Well, hello everyone. I am Senior Cadillac Sales Director Farrah Fontaine Felix, and I am so excited to hang out with you for a few minutes and share with you some of the magical things about Mary Kay you may have never known before. Now, you may be asking, Farrah, why are you sharing this? Maybe you're just curious about Mary Kay and how your Mary Kay brand ambassador earns her income. Maybe somebody passed this video along to you, or asked you to join in live with us this evening because they just wanted your feedback. I know if you're like me, when I first was exposed to Mary Kay, I was kind of like, how do these people even earn income and why would someone ever do this? So maybe you're curious like that, or maybe you're not curious at all, but someone said if you listen in, you can win some free stuff. So you're like, hey, let me listen in. So, whatever reason brought you to hang out with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the top 10 things you might not have ever realized about Mary Kay from a business perspective. Now, who am I and how do I come to be sharing with you? I'm a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay. I live in Kissimmee, Florida, but built my business mostly in South Florida in the Miami Fort Lauderdale airport. I started my Mary Kay business in 2008 and have been celebrating my business for well over 15 years. When I started Mary Kay, I was practicing law full time. I'm a lawyer by trade. And everybody always asks me, Farrah, how on earth does a lawyer wind up selling lipstick with Mary Kay? Well, I will tell you a little bit of my story. I started my Mary Kay business, like I mentioned, in 2008 because my cousin, who lives in Connecticut, called me one day and said, Farrah, I'm so excited. I just started a Mary Kay business. I had no idea what Mary Kay was about. I thought it was like maybe for people that like makeup, and that wasn't me. So I definitely didn't even occur to me when she was telling me that she started a Mary Kay business that this could be something for me. But she did ask me to host a beauty experience and give my opinion of the products. And maybe you've been asked to host a beauty experience or give your opinion of Mary Kay products. Well, that's what she asked me to do. And so she was flying in from Connecticut. We're all from Miami, but she was flying in from Connecticut. I was living in South Florida at the time. And she asked me to pick her up and take her to her national sales director's house so she could get all the items she needed to do a beauty experience. And so I was like, sure, no problem. So I take her to our national sales director's house so she could get all the items she needed. We pull up into this woman's driveway and my jaw dropped open in shock. Okay. There was a pink Cadillac Escalade in the driveway. The woman who opened the door was a national sales director with Mary Kay, which didn't mean much to me at the time, but I did notice, like I mentioned, the car in the driveway. She was dripping with over 40 carats of diamonds she had earned with the company. I found out that day that she was the youngest national sales director in Mary Kay history, youngest Mary Kay millionaire in Mary Kay history, and she and I had gone to high school together. And that really blew my mind, right? At the time, I was working for one of the largest law firms in the country, teaching Sunday school at my church, had a whole bunch of craziness going on in my life. But even with all that going on, within 7 months of choosing to start my Mary Kay business, I had joined the top 1% of Mary Kay as a sales director, earned my very first Mary Kay career car, and was loving what I was doing. Now, I will tell you guys, my mother was none too excited that after meeting my national sales director, I decided to start a Mary Kay business, but I pushed forward, never thinking this is going to be my real job, right? I didn't think that at all. I just thought I like the products. If I can earn some extra income, that'd be cool. If I can learn more about taking care of my skin and a little bit more glamour techniques, that would be cool, because I didn't wear makeup and I never really took care of my skin. But really, the fact of the matter was simply because I just didn't know how. And so I thought maybe if I start a Mary Kay business, I can learn those things. And I also thought at the time, I knew I didn't want to continue working where I was working. So I thought if I earned extra income, learned some extra skills that I could learn from a Mary Kay business, I could use that to catapult me into the next thing. And so I decided to go ahead and start, even though it wasn't convenient. I wasn't a makeup girl. I barely washed my face. I didn't know anything about anything, but I did believe that they were going to help and support me, and that there was only good things that could come out of it and nothing bad. And so I did. And like I mentioned, I had earned my first Mary Kay career car within 7 months, joined the top 1% as a sales director within 7 months, worked both Mary Kay and being a corporate attorney together at the same time, for about 2.5 years. Then I left the practice of law. I went on staff at a local law school in my area, was continuing to build my Mary Kay business even more. And today I actually still practice law. I am a residential real estate attorney in Central Florida, and I'm still currently building my Mary Kay business. I'm a senior Cadillac sales director with Mary Kay, and I've had the privilege and pleasure of serving um, hundreds of customers and loving the skin they're in as a Mary Kay brand ambassador, and hundreds of women that have chosen to build Mary Kay from a business perspective. I coach and I mentor and I train them and support them on how to build a business. So that's how come I have the opportunity to be talking to you today and sharing with you the top 10 things you may not have known before hearing this video today. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? So the number one thing you may not have realized, that is, Mary Kay brand ambassadors, we make 50% on everything that we sell. 50. That is the highest percentage commission in direct sales in the United States. Whether you've been in Mary Kay 1 day or 25 years, you're making 50% on everything that you sell. That is pretty cool. I did not know that. I didn't even really know that before I started. I certainly didn't know that about Mary Kay in kind of like the little peripheral things that I knew about Mary Kay. The number two thing that you may not have known about Mary Kay is that anybody that decides to start a Mary Kay business, if after a year they ultimately decide Mary Kay is not for them, Mary Kay gives you a 90% buyback guarantee on your business. What does that mean? Anything unused or unopened you invest in starting a Mary Kay business, if after a year you decide, hey, this was cool for my Mary Kay brand ambassador, my Mary Kay sales director, but it's not my deal, guess what? Anything unused or unopened that you still have on your shelf that you've chosen to invest in Mary Kay will buy it back from you at 90%, no questions asked. You get 90% of anything invested. Pretty cool. A third thing that you may not have realized or known about Mary Kay prior to being exposed to it, maybe in this video or through your Mary Kay brand ambassador, is that we party in a variety of ways, right? I always tell people Mary Kay has been around for 60 years, but it's not 60 years old, right? So if you've been familiar with Mary Kay in the past, of course, we used to do consistently in-home parties around the kitchen table, and we still do that, and it's still fun, and it's still relevant, and it's still a great way for women to gather together and experience the product. But virtual and technology has opened up so many ways than the way it was traditionally done back in 1963, right? You're watching me on a YouTube video. We can do Facebook parties. Mary Kay has a Shop My Party app. We have an app that customers can purchase on. We have a digital catalog. A regular catalog still comes out 5 times a year. We can do beauty experiences via Zoom, FaceTime, a WhatsApp chat, a Facebook Messenger chat. There is a variety of ways you can party and pass it on and help women experience Mary Kay and love the skin they're in with Mary Kay. There is no cookie cutter way to do a Mary Kay business. So if you've ever had the thought, I would never do this because I don't have the time, or this or that, well, guess what? No matter which way you do it, we can help you sprinkle in a little bit here and sprinkle in a little bit there and make it work for you. Another thing you may have not known about building a Mary Kay business, I certainly didn't realize, is how much support you get from the community and the sisterhood of women that comprise Mary Kay. When you choose to start a Mary Kay business, you are in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. We literally work together with all the other women in our team, in our area, and really in the Mary Kay world, so that we all are supporting our customers and the people that experience us in getting the best experience. So there's no competition, only collaboration. And I was like a little worried when I heard about all these women in a business. I'm like, does it get catty? Is there a lot of competition? But I've loved throughout the years and didn't quite realize, no, it's actually a community, a sisterhood of women working together to make sure that you, those who support Mary Kay brand ambassadors by hosting beauty experiences, or by referring us to others, or by purchasing products, or choosing to start a Mary Kay business, have the best experience possible. That is our heart, and that is our mission. The next thing that you may not have realized about Mary Kay I didn't know this, is there's other cars besides the iconic Mary Kay pink Cadillac. Okay. I dare say, even if you knew nothing like me, before experiencing or us connecting today, you may have heard or seen a Mary Kay pink Cadillac, right? Okay. All right. I had two, and I did know they gave out pink cars, but I didn't realize that there were all different levels of cars you can earn as a brand ambassador with Mary Kay. When you earn a car with Mary Kay, you've got two choices. You can take the car. If you decide to take the car, the company pays for your car, you guys, and 80% of the car insurance. If instead of taking the car, you take the cash compensation option, then Mary Kay will give you the cash equivalent of the car. So the first car in this time is the Chevy Malibu. If you decide to take the car, company pays for the car, 80% of the car insurance. If you decide to take the cash at the Chevy Malibu level, it is about $425 cash a month. Then there's the Chevy Equinox. Again, if you decide to take the car, the company pays for the car, 80% of the car insurance. If you decide to take the cash, it is $500 cash a month. And then the car we all know and love and have seen, the Mary Kay prestigious pearl pink Cadillac. When you earn the Cadillac, it comes with a gold-plated inscription that says, this Cadillac was built exclusively for Farrah Fontaine Felix, or your name there. If instead of taking the car, you were to take the cash at the Cadillac level, $900 cash a month. I don't know about you, but I had no idea of that at all, that you could take the car, you could take the cash. There were a variety of different cars other than the pink Cadillac. The next thing you may not have known is that there are men that are very successful in Mary Kay as well. All right. I didn't realize that as well. We actually have in the US a Mary Kay national sales director, which is the top 0.1% of the company. He actually lives here in my area in Central Florida, in St. Cloud, Florida. And there are men throughout the company and men throughout the world. So did you know that? I didn't know that. Okay. Another thing I don't think I really realized or thought about is that Mary Kay was a real woman, like a real woman who started this company in 1963 at the age of about 55 years old, you guys. She built this business on the principles of faith first, family second, career third, and the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that really impressed me because when I was a corporate lawyer in corporate America, that was definitely not the motto. Another thing that you may not have realized is that Mary Kay is still to this day completely family owned and operated by Mary Kay, the woman's grandson. Yes, after 60 years, still family owned. That allows us to maintain our commitment to faith first, family second, career third. Mary Kay on the corporate end, we're the sales force end. On the corporate end is also tied to the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation, and the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation supports two main causes: research into cancers that affect women, primarily ovarian cancer and breast cancer, and keeping domestic violence shelters open within and throughout the United States. So I love that. I love being able to represent a company that is doing good all throughout, that is family owned and operated. And last but not least, one thing you may not have realized about Mary Kay, with all these wonderful things, you might think, oh my gosh, it probably costs like $1 million to start a Mary Kay business because you're a franchisee, right? You are buying into Mary Kay with the right to use the Mary Kay name. So we all know that if you franchise McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that, it would cost you $1 million. Well, guess what? You can start a Mary Kay business for just $30. $30. We have an eStart option for $30. We have several other different types of startup options depending on what way you might be interested. So I want to challenge you. If anything I said intrigued you today, if you were surprised by some of these things that you didn't know about Mary Kay from a business perspective, reach out to your Mary Kay brand ambassador, connect with her to host a beauty experience. So maybe you can see a little bit more live what we do. Maybe connect with her to help her and you discuss some products, and she can support you in loving the skin that you're in. And now you understand how she earns income doing that. Or connect with her if you're intrigued and want more information about Mary Kay from a business perspective. I know that she will be happy to connect with you, as would I. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to listen in. I hoped you loved hearing a little bit about the magic behind Mary Kay from a business perspective. Have a powerful, on purpose, pink day.